Hi guys, John from HobbyKing.com back for another daily, and today we're going to take a look at a new radio, the Turnigy i6S. You'll be familiar with its predecessor, the Turnigy i6. Lovely little telemetry radio, great for all sorts of flying, drone flying, camera ship flying, etc. And what we've got here is its newer cousin, a more ergonomically designed unit, no external antenna, the antenna's inside. It's nice and small, it'll fit into a backpack, it'll fit into your flight bag nice and easily. Lovely rubber grips on each side. You can reach all of your buttons and scroll wheels quite easily. And we'll talk about this a bit later, but even these auto trim buttons on the back. On the front you get a lovely liquid crystal readout, the two power buttons. There's an adapter here to allow you to plug a stand on the top so you can put your phone or tablet or whatever device you like to use when you're flying on top of the radio. And you'll also find on the bottom a trainer port and a USB port, so you can plug it straight into your laptop for firmware updates, or if you just like to fly simulators, you can just plug straight in without the use of a dongle or anything else, free rider, hot props, etc. It's AFHDS, automatic frequency hopping digital system, 5 model memory. You'll be able to store 5 models in here, and in the menus you'll see later on you can actually name the models, not just model 1, model 2, model 3, 4 or 5, you can actually put a name next to them. Also a full travel throttle stick. Other models come with the throttle lever sprung loaded to neutral, which is okay for some camera ships but not if you are a full throttle drone flyer. This radio will continue to serve you well for a few years as it will be updatable using firmware updates, which will be loaded in the Files tab on the product page over the life of the product. Okay, so what do you get with this one? You get the radio in mode 1 or mode 2 in black or white. You'll get the 2 receivers that are a point of differentiation from any other of these products you may have seen on the internet. We're the only ones that give you 2 receivers. You'll get the standard Turnigy i6A there, and you'll get this new little chap here. This one specifically designed for use in multi-rotors for plugging straight into flight controllers. It's the same receivers you'll find in our Turnigy Evolution. Or you can switch up to the Turnigy i10 full telemetry receiver and plug in a lot more telemetry, depending on what your requirements are. 10 channel, you'll be able to do up to 10 channels in regards to CPPM on these receivers, or 6 channels in PWM. We'll also give you the USB cable and some bind plugs. So that's all the gear that you're going to get in the box. Okay, so let's hop in and take a look at the menu items inside. Basically, to turn the radio on, you've got the 2 power buttons which you hold simultaneously. And the radio powers up. And as per the Turnigy Evolution, it has the same scrollable touchscreen where you can scroll backwards and forwards through various menu items. We can also go into the top right-hand corner and have a look at our battery settings, alarm limits for the transmitter and for the receiver. So you can get basically out of this radio in-flight telemetry coming directly from the power port on your receiver to tell you what your flight pack is doing. And to enter the main menus, straight in there, and now we can scroll through all these menu items. And there's all the usual standard menu items in there, throttle, channel reverse, endpoint adjustment, aux channels, sub trimming, and then this new item here, trims. And with trims selected to on, you may be flying your model, for example, and this would be more for gliders and planes, and you may be having to hold a little bit of aileron or a little bit of elevator trim in. Notice there are no trim buttons here, as you find on older radios. So you would be holding the trim in here, but on the back of the radio, you will activate one of these flip switches. Hold it until you hear a tone, and then you will have a new trimmed position. Okay. And continuing down underneath trims, we can mix channels, there's fail-safe settings, receiver binding function, brightness and sound controls for the radio transmitter, output modes, stick modes. If you wish to change the modes on this radio you can, but as we said, we're selling them in mode 1 and mode 2. And as we come down towards the bottom of the menu items, firmware update, and then the last one, about your radio. You can see your firmware version and the date. Okay guys, so that about wraps it up for the Turnigy i6S. As always, the link for the product is down in the description below, and hop over to HobbyKing Live, our YouTube channel, for future product profile videos on this radio and many other products. Catch you guys next time. soon.